Hey guys! Today we're going to be taking a look at the Aer Day Pack 2, which is part of Aer's all-new updated work collection. And I'm really pumped to walk through this one with you guys. I was a huge fan of the original Day Pack, and I was glad to see that Aer kept all the things that made the original so great. So it's very comfortable, it has a solid build quality, it has a slightly updated but still very minimal and sleek look. But most importantly, they address some of the issues that I had with the first version. So I'm really excited to walk through all the details with you guys. There's a lot of great stuff here, and I want to thank the company for sending the bag for me to test out. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting out with the outside of the bag, I really like the overall aesthetic. It has a very modern and minimalistic look, and it hasn't changed that much from the original version of the bag. If anything, it looks a little bit more streamlined and slightly more rounded, but it still looks great, and it's going to fit in well into a variety of environments, especially if you're taking this into the office or for walking around the city. As far as the materials, the bag is made out of a 1680D ballistic nylon on the outside, and it also has an 840D abrasion resistant nylon that has a polyurethane coating, so just a really solid build quality all throughout. These materials also feel like they're going to offer a nice amount of weather resistance, and then on top of that, the bag also has really nice YKK zippers for all of the compartments, so it definitely feels like your stuff is going to be very well protected throughout the day. Continuing along the outside, one of the biggest changes between this and the original Day Pack is that there is now an external water bottle pocket, which I was really happy to see. That was one of the things that I was sad was left off the original, and I really like the implementation here. It offers a nice amount of space. Currently what I have is the same water bottle that you've seen in all my other daily bag videos, and that fits in there really comfortably. The compartment has a nice amount of elasticity, as you can see here. It's a little bit shallow, and one thing that I did notice is that if you have something a little bit thicker, it can be tough to get it to fit in if you have the main compartment really packed out. So you have to think a little bit about that as you're packing the bag out, but for the most part, it's still just really great to have this external water bottle area so that my water bottle doesn't have to be on the inside next to all of my electronics. Up at the top, you have a very comfortable handle that has this nice seatbelt-like material that's really thick, and it's just going to be great for picking the bag up off the ground or for holding it when you don't want to wear it on your back. Continuing on with the capacity, on Aer's site, it lists the bag at about 15 liters, but to me it felt a little bit bigger than this. I was actually surprised with how much I was able to fit given the slim form factor of the bag. I was easily able to hold all the items that I normally like to carry with me on my day-to-day, and then I really liked that the bag hugged my back very closely when I was walking around to make it very easy to navigate crowded areas or jump onto public transit. And then for anybody wondering the difference between this and the Tech Pack, I'm also including some footage between this and the original Tech Pack. I haven't had a chance to test the updated version of the Tech Pack, but it is going to be a little bit thicker and taller. If you'd like to see an in-depth video for the updated version of the Tech Pack, make sure to give this video a like and let me know in the comments below. One last thing that I wanted to mention about the exterior of the bag is that it actually manages to stand up on its own really well. This was a key feature of the original work collection to kind of make this a modern day toolbox so that you can just reach down and grab stuff while you're sitting at a coffee shop or something like that. And it worked pretty well on the original Day Pack. It was a little bit inconsistent, so I'm glad to see it work a little bit better here. So far, I haven't had to really worry about the bag tipping over, especially when it's been packed out pretty evenly. So I really like the implementation here. Moving into the straps and the back paneling, the bag has been super comfortable to wear. Aer's harness systems are always really well done, and I really like that they've implemented a slightly thicker strap here. It's very comfortable. It has a nice amount of padding. On the inside, it has this mesh material to help prevent moisture from building up. And then the straps also have a really nice width to help prevent the bag from digging into your shoulders when you're walking around with a lot of weight. It seems like Aer has taken some inspiration from their recently released Capsule Pack Max. We've done an in-depth video for that in the past, so make sure to check it out. And I love to see some of the design choices they're carrying over to here, as that was one of the most comfortable harnesses that Aer has put out so far. In addition to that, the straps also include an adjustable and removable sternum strap to help distribute the weight. And then continuing on with the back paneling, this has also been really comfortable. I love the amount of padding that this has. It's very soft. It also has the same mesh material that we saw on the straps to help prevent moisture from building up. And then on top of that, it also has a nice amount of elevation to help with airflow while you're walking around throughout the day. So overall, just a really comfortable carry system between the straps and the back paneling that has felt great, even when I've had to wear the bag for a longer period of time. And then the last thing I'll mention while we're on the back paneling, and this is a new feature for the Day Pack 2, is this luggage pass-through here that allows you to rest this on your suitcase while you're walking around the airport to save some weight on your back. And so I really like the addition of this luggage pass-through. One thing, however, that I would have liked to have seen is maybe a handle on the side to make it a little bit easier to get this on and off your suitcase. And then jumping into the organizational options, I really like the layout here. There's some great pockets, and this hasn't changed too much from the original version of the bag, but there have been some really nice kind of refinements. And so starting off at the top, there's a really nice quick access area with a very well protected YKK zipper. I also like that they've kind of changed this here to be this sort of a locking style zipper. So when the zipper pull is kind of flipped down as you see it here, it's a little bit harder to get into the compartment, so you can just kind of flip it open to pull it, and then it opens up very easily. I love how Aer implements their top quick access areas. There's always a nice amount of space. They're very usable. And so one nice change here that we saw in the Capsule Pack Max was the inclusion of this soft fleece lining on the inside of the compartment to help add some additional protection against scratching. What I currently have here is my Ray-Ban sunglasses with their case, and then I also have a lightning cable to charge my phone. So plenty of space here. I really like the amount of volume that this has to allow me to store something a little bit bulkier like my sunglasses with their case. And then besides that, just really like the inclusion of this soft lining to make this compartment even better than it was in the original. Next up, there is a larger organizational area on the front that has tons of little slip pockets to keep all of your stuff easy to find. And I really like how wide this compartment opens to make it very easy to take full advantage of the space. And so the layout here hasn't changed much from the original Day Pack, but the materials on the inside just feel a little bit more robust. The liner here just feels a little bit thicker and stronger, so really like to see the little refinements that Aer has made throughout the Day Pack. And so the first thing that I have here is my Bellroy Classic pouch, which just has some of my smaller tech accessories, and that fits in there really nicely. I like that at the bottom of this compartment there's a little bit of volume for anything that you need to store with you. It goes all the way down. And then I like that because this flap isn't that rigid, it just kind of molds around any items that you place in here, especially if you have something a little bit bigger. This just makes it easier for the compartment to close. And then down near the bottom, you also have two larger slip pockets that are a little bit elevated off the bottom of the ground. And these have a nice amount of elasticity and volume. So in this one on the right, I just have my BluePop portable Bluetooth speaker and power bank. And then in the one next to that, I just have a USB-C hub that I use to charge my MacBook and other tech devices. So I really like the amount of elasticity and volume offered in these compartments. They're gonna be great for anything larger that you need to store with you. And then it's nice that they just kind of lay really flat against the compartment if you prefer not to use them. And then moving up along the back of the compartment, you have another smaller slip pocket. What I currently have in here is just my Apple Magic Mouse. Similar amount of elasticity here. I really like the flexibility these compartments give you with what you can store. And then next to that, you have a few smaller slots where you can store something like a pen or a stylus, which is what I currently have here. And then all the way on the right, you have two additional slip pockets. On the front, you have one that has kind of a meshy material. And so in here, the only thing that I have is my Apple AirPods Pro. And then behind that, you have another similarly sized slip pocket to the one on the left. And what I currently have in here is just my Samsung T5 portable hard drive and its USB cables. And then at the back, the last compartment here is just a zippered area that's gonna be great for anything smaller that you don't want kind of slipping out. And so what I currently have in here is just a simple deck of cards that I like to carry with me. And then I also have a USB-C hub for my MacBook Pro. And then the last thing in here is a little lanyard with a plastic clip that's gonna be great for storing your keys, or in my case, I've just attached a multi-tool here with an S carabiner. So really like the inclusion of all these little features to keep things organized. And then this compartment just has a nice amount of volume, plenty of space, and just really like the overall layout of this area for keeping your stuff easy to find. The last area that we're gonna take a look at is the main compartment, and I really like the wide opening that this has. This is a top loading bag, but the zippers come down a really nice amount to make it a little bit easier to see all the different areas of the main compartment. And so plenty of space here. I was really impressed with how much I was able to fit given how slim the bag is. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, the bag comes in at around 15 liters on Aer's site, but I was really surprised that I even had some leftover space here near the top. And so jumping into what I currently have here, first up, I have a Maxpedition pouch that has some of my EDC items. And then I also have my Beats Studio wireless headphones. And I was really impressed that even with something thicker like this, it was able to fit into the compartment pretty comfortably. And then now with this a little bit empty, you can see how much it comes up. I was actually able to fit my compressible packing cube in here as well. So even if I wanted to use this as like a super minimal travel bag for a weekend trip, I could probably get away with that. And then on the inside here, I'm not sure if you can see it, there's a zipper that actually houses a little frame sheet that helps give the bag its rigidity, which is what helps it stand up on its own. And you can actually take that out if you don't want the bag to be as rigid, but I usually leave it in as it doesn't really impede my usage of this main compartment. And then moving up along the back of the compartment, you have a few simple slip pockets here. These have a nice amount of elasticity and plenty of space. These don't really have any sort of padding, but they are slightly suspended off the bottom of the bag, so it's nice to have that little bit of protection. And so in this first one here, what I currently have is just a full-size moleskin notebook. And then in this next one, which is actually a little bit taller, I currently just have my iPad mini 2, and this is going to be a great spot for holding a more full-size tablet. I definitely think you could fit up to a 10-inch tablet in here very comfortably. And then because of the elasticity, if you have any accessories attached to your tablet, such as a keyboard cover, you have a thicker book that you want to store, it should be able to fit in here comfortably. It would have been nice to have maybe seen a more padded tablet sleeve here to add some extra peace of mind, but it's still nice to have these simple slip pockets here to add at least a little bit of organization to this main area. The last thing we're going to talk about here is the laptop sleeve, and I really love the implementation here. This is one of the biggest changes from the original Day Pack. I love the amount of padding and protection that this offers. The sleeve itself is pretty rigid, and then on the back it has this soft fleece lining similar to what we saw in the quick access area to help prevent against scratching. It also has just a nice amount of padding, and then I really love that the compartment is also suspended off the bottom of the ground. So just a really nice amount of protection all throughout. This has plenty of space. Currently what I have here is a 13-inch MacBook Pro, but it should definitely be able to hold up to a 15-inch laptop. It's very easy to just reach down and grab your laptop quickly. Now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside. I really like that it has the soft fleece lining on both sides of the compartment, and then it also comes up a nice amount. If you have a thicker device, it should be able to fit in here comfortably. So just a really great job improving this area here. It offers tons of protection, and I just really love the layout in this main area and throughout the rest of the bag. It offers tons of great organizational options and durability. And if you're looking for a stylish and versatile bag to use for all of your EDC needs, this is going to be a great option to check out. And so to wrap up, it's been a great experience testing out the Aer Day Pack 2 over the past week. The bag has a really great look, a solid build quality, it's been very comfortable to wear, it has some awesome organizational options, and some really great improvements over the original version. And so you can currently purchase this on Aer's site for about $140, which I think is a pretty reasonable price considering the features and build quality that the bag has to offer. This also compares well to other similar bags in this price range. And the bag is a little bit more expensive than the original version. I think the first version was around $120 and this one comes in at $140, but I definitely think it's worth the additional cost to have some of the extra features that this one comes with. And so as I was testing this out, one of the first bags this made me think of was the Bellroy Classic Backpack, which is a really nice, stylish, and minimal everyday bag. It looks great with a variety of different outfits. It's very comfortable to wear. It has a solid build quality. It's not going to be quite as weather resistant as this one in my opinion, but if you're looking for something in a similar price range that's going to offer a slightly simpler layout, that's going to be a great option to check out. The next bag this made me think of was the Aer Flight Pack 2, which is another great everyday bag from Aer. It has a very professional look, and that one has the added bonus of being able to be used as a shoulder bag, a briefcase, or a backpack. It also has a really nice organizational layout, a solid build quality, and if you're looking for something that's going to give you just a little bit more versatility, that may be a good option to check out. Another bag this made me think of was the Mystery Ranch Prizefighter Pack, which has quickly become one of my favorite kind of minimalist EDC backpacks. I really love the layout in that it's able to hold a ton of stuff. It has great laptop protection. It's very comfortable, and it also comes in a similar price range. So if you're looking for a solid bag that's going to be a little bit less sleek looking than this, that's going to be a great option to keep in mind. The last option that I'll mention here is the Timbuktu Lane Commuter Pack, which we looked at really recently. That was a really sleek looking bag that had a nice organizational layout, a solid build quality, it was comfortable to wear, and it also had some nice reflective paneling and a removable rain fly to help add some additional protection if you happen to get caught in some rain. So if you're somebody that likes to commute to the office and you need a reliable bag, that may be a great option to check out as well. With that being said, the Aer Day Pack 2 compares really well to all those bags, and if you're looking for a really comfortable, solidly built, and stylish everyday bag, this is going to be a great option to check out. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you guys think of the Day Pack 2 and the rest of the updated work collection. And if there are any similar bags that you think I should feature on the channel, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank the company again for sending the bag for me to test out. And if you guys found this video useful, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and thank you guys so much.